Do I even have rap music on my phone? Oh, I remember. Oh, what's this though? I didn't even know him. Oh, I've had this one for ages. Wait. Oh my god, wait. Yes! What you feel? It's not hard to believe. He looks kind of old. I'm skipping up on my toes, on this I'm creeping on those, I'm slipping with hoes, still my baby. Cakes and cakes and phone cakes. Hey, where my money at? Keep a nigga spending pay. So there's this story that broke out about a rapper called Nipsey Hussle who died recently. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know him. I didn't know any of his music, nothing. But it just made me think of like how deadly a music genre can be. Like it's just extremely weird that there could be so much, I don't know, hatred in a genre of music, and that kind of hurts me. As much as the idea of people dying, the fact that it just had to be like a rapper, again, for the 100th time. Like, there are so many rappers. I obviously don't understand the history behind it. But it's weird. It's just weird to me. I don't know, like, why that of all genres? What fills up rap specifically with so much crime? What is it about rap that has crime connected to it? Why do you have to be a murderer or in a gang or a criminal to be, I don't know, a more notorious, well-respected rapper? Can't you just be a normal person and rap? Which is the reason why a few months ago I started making like a parody rap album, not to make fun of any rappers, of course, but just to kind of bring a light side to it, I guess. One that just means you can spit bars without being dangerous or looking dangerous. And I just hope that hip-hop and rap starts to go back into the kind of, I wouldn't say softer, but just less violent kind of era that it was in before. I don't remember exactly what started to ruin it, but there was a time when rap wasn't about death, it was about love, it was about nice things. And recently, within the past, like, maybe 10, 20, 30 years, it's just become so much more deadly. And it bugs me. It actually does bug me. I don't like the thought of music and evil being associated with each other, though biblically it makes sense that it would be because of Lucifer and that, but that's not what we're discussing, okay? I'm just looking at a list here of, like, people who've gone. They just keep being shot by people, and I'm like, what are they doing that's getting them shot? Like, some of them weren't even involved in crime. It was just, I don't know, maybe some competitor shot them. It's not just hip-hop and rap, though. There's rock as well. Rock is a bit, yeah, it's had its moments. I think in the 50s and 60s, rock was the most deadly. It hasn't gone away, but it was much worse at some point. And now hip-hop is kind of, like, catching up with it. All I have to say is that it's weird, because I don't actually have any research based on it. But yeah, the notorious b.i.g. was shot. Tupac was shot. Jimmy Wopo, shot. Old Dirty Bastard, drug overdose. Jam Master Jay, shot. Proof, shot. Soldier Slim, shot. Freaky Tar, shot. Big Hawk, shot. Dollar, shot. Stretch, shot. So many of them. And I didn't realise how many also had heart failure. Like, it kind of makes sense that if you're making money just off of being good at spitting bars, like, nothing else really matters, including your health, and you just eat whatever. That makes sense, actually. I didn't even think of that. So many are dying of heart failure and diabetes and that too. Is hip-hop a deadly genre? Is it? Or is it just certain people who are messing it up for everybody else? And not just in terms of the violence, but also, is it taking up so much of, say, an artist's life that they don't even think about themselves. All they're thinking is about the next way that they can make money, and they put absolutely nothing else as a priority, such as their health. I mean, there are a few who are doing really well. I can't say that all rappers are absolutely ruining it for themselves. You know, Ice Cube hasn't been in the news for anything ridiculous. You know, he's got a wife and kids, and they all seem to be doing really well. Why is he the minority? It's not like he didn't have some grit in his music. He swears a lot, but he's doing well in life. I don't know if he's had any health issues. He hasn't cheated on his wife or anything like that. Know what I mean? He's like the only one I can think of who's actually doing okay. I want to say I'm worried. Like, if I had a cousin who told me that he wanted to become a hip-hop artist or a rapper, I would try to convince them not to do it. Simply because of all this death that I'm seeing. It just scares me, the thought of that. And a genre shouldn't be scary like that. What could we do to, like, fix something like that? I really have no idea how one would go about fixing a music genre. We've kind of been sleeping on it. Not only us as civilians and individuals just living our daily lives, but even, like, the government, the police. They gloss over it. Especially in the United States, I'm noticing that they just... Well, it's another rap death. And it's not new news. It's been going on for many years. Nothing necessarily has changed about it. But a bunch of people are saying, hey, why haven't you looked into these deaths? I just wonder what they're going to do about Nipsey Hussle. Whether they're going to do anything, because he wasn't even that famous. And they didn't do anything about Tupac, and Tupac was big. So it just feels like another no hope thing, and it makes me upset thinking about that. Even though I didn't know him, just because of what he did for a living doesn't mean he's less human than, I don't know, someone who worked at Tesco. And he had a store, like he owned a shop, and all he did was just ask some guy to leave his store because he was being a dick to someone, I don't know. And then he come back with a gun and just shot him for no reason. He didn't do anything wrong. He didn't start an instigation. He just calmly asked someone to leave his store because they had to leave. And then they just turned into a whole thing. He did nothing wrong. I'm not qualified to have an opinion about this. I didn't know him as a person. I'd never heard any of his music. But I just feel like it is an issue that obviously affects a lot of people. And that something should be done about it. I'm scared for America. Because it's mostly in America that this is happening. But anyway, if there's anything that we could do as little individuals that you know of, feel free to let me know. Because I feel like I'm just sitting on sadness. And I'd prefer to be a bit active and have something to do. So, let's have a discussion. I'll be about in the comments to see if anything happens. It just harped on me a bit and I just felt a need to say something. Even though I don't really have anything to say. This video has been useless.
I have soft parts too. And you know where they all are. If I ever go missing, I've never gone too far. With you I don't play pretend. I'm gonna be real this weekend, 'cause you know me.